Hello and welcome back to WASD Summer 2021. I'm here with danejerus, who is going to be running Doom 2016. We have a donation incentive that was met for this bonus classic levels run. I'm assuming that will happen at the end. But thank you very much to everybody who donated to that. It's always great to have the targets met, have a bit more content, have a bit more entertainment.
On day one, too. That's the crazy part.
Insane.
Yeah.
Y'all are insane.
Anyway, I won't keep it hanging around anymore. I'll pass over to Dane. You can introduce yourself and introduce the run.
Hello, I am danejerus. You might remember me from yesterday when I ran Rage 2. Well, we're back with another first-person shooter, because this is apparently all I ever speedrun. You might have seen me run this actually in February, right? I think it was February, at the last WASD marathon. However, we're running a totally different category today. This one's much shorter and much more painful. This is a little bit more of a painful category, at least for me, because I'm not good at some of these skips that we do in this category. Di, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dylon57. I'm also a Doom 2016 runner. I run several categories, but namely I run the unrestricted version of Redguard. Recently picked that up and routed it and everything, so I'm here to see the longer version.
Time starts in 3, 2, 1, and go! Headshot, headshot, headshot. Fire a couple times to skip an animation. Push a button. A lot happened just now. Now, we did all that literally just to skip an animation and get this whole thing started. Now we're going to set up for a very specific RNG manipulation.
We have to contain.
That's not an RNG manipulation. I just think it's really funny. Now we're going to grab the suit. So, this is a good time because this is a 1 minute and 5 second cutscene. This is a good time to explain what the hell is Legacy Redguard, because that name is not super descriptive, and if I had my way about it, we probably would have named it something else. Basically, you can think of this category as all Praetor tokens, no major glitches. That's like a very nice, succinct way to encapsulate the whole thing. It's a completely arbitrary category. It's one of our category extensions. It's not a main leaderboard category. We're just going to play the game all the way through, but along the way, we're going to grab all the Praetor tokens from the start to the end of the game. No major glitches is not really an applicable category in this game because just of how the game kind of is. So we made a category called Legacy, which we stole from Portal, which basically just bans certain tech. It prevents us from doing certain engine level exploits as well as clipping through walls. That doesn't mean it's glitchless though. There are going to be some glitches, and you'll see what I mean as we get a little farther into the run. So this is Daddy Sammy. You'll hear us refer to him as Father Samuel sometimes. We're going to run through this hallway. Now, this whole little section here can be skipped in a regular any percent unrestricted category, but because this is Legacy restricted, that's not allowed. So, like my 100% run back in February, we actually skipped the fight in this room, but because this is restricted, we have to do this fight. So we're already starting out with a nice big chunk of combat, and that does mean that we have to dispatch of the most annoying enemy in this game very quickly. Wow, I'm getting really good RNG right now.
Yeah, dude, this is insane.
Oh, I hear him. Hi, sir. No more monkeys jumping on the bed, all right? That was a really fast fight. That might actually not even save time over skipping it. Because I normally do the glory kill clip to get through here, and that fight only saves me, or loses me about 25 seconds typically. So you can actually get into this elevator without waiting for the door to open, but that's not allowed in this category. So we have to wait for the door to open all 5 seconds.
I'm willing to take full responsibility.
And Daddy Sammy's going to take full responsibility for the events that happened over the last 24 hours.
Must understand.
If you run this game, you'll hear this cutscene a lot, because this is the cutscene that you can't skip, no matter what category you're in, because it has to load in the next area.
Yes, many times, thousands of times. Oh.
Hold on, let me turn you up a little bit because I can barely hear you in my head. There we go.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries. That's my bad. I didn't engineer my audio correctly. Now I can hear you.
Great.
All right, so normally in 100%, we would actually not be doing any fights in this level at all. Once you get outside. But the way to skip it is a banned glitch, so we are going to have to do this fight as well. And I don't do this fight very often anymore because I usually run 100%. I actually really don't run Redguard very much anymore. I kind of nurse this category. That was weird. Normally, I sort of nurse this category back to health after it died, 2 years ago.
You see that guy yeet himself into oblivion? It's crazy.
The ragdolling physics are fantastic sometimes.
Yeah, it's hit or miss.
I wouldn't know. Dai does not run categories that have combat in it. He doesn't like combat. That's why he plays this game, Kappa.
Yeah, for me, just killing the demons, not my deal. I just don't like it. I kill about 8 of them, and then I'm good. I think we actually counted it one time. Oh no. I think we actually counted it one time, and it's actually something like 8 demons in the any % run that we kill.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's less with the new skip.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's probably like 5 now.
So Dylon found this little optimization, Mr. Commentator here. You get on this hill, and you just jump up and you climb and you get the token. So this is our first USB stick. Family vacation photos on this one. The next one we get is going to have a bunch of MP3 files on it.
Yeah, it's funny. Whenever I was going to route the unrestricted category of Redguard, Whitehound, another 2016 runner, is the guy who originally routed the unrestricted Redguard category, but I think he either never did a run or didn't submit a run, so the leaderboard has been empty forever. And Dane was messing with me one day, and he was like, "You need to run Redguard," and I was like, "I mean, sure."
Well, what I said was, I wish anybody would run Redguard, not even like anybody specifically, and Dai was like, "Challenge accepted," and he jumped on the train.
Yeah.
So
it took me a couple days.
Yeah, that last I noticed we kind of just walked through that last door. That door's actually supposed to be locked down, but if you go the way I go, where you jump on the thing and you jump on the thing and you jump on the thing, you can just kind of jump over the trigger line for that. So you skip the whole last fight. But yeah, Whitehound originally he actually conceived this category initially. This is before we had a category extension leaderboard. He sort of thought, hey, what if we did like this totally arbitrary category? And he routed it. He actually did a few runs of it, but there wasn't a leaderboard for it, so there was nowhere to submit it to. And that channel in the Discord just kind of sat unused for forever. All right, hold on. I'll finish that story as soon as I do this skip.
For sure.
Okay, we're going to try it again. I really want to get this skip. Oh, God.
Yeah, this skip was actually used in All Secrets not too long ago. I've recently rerouted it because of a new skip that we found to skip the cutscene at the beginning of this level. But yeah, that one's still pretty fun to do.
Alright, so what I was saying before is, while I do this fight, Whitehound, he originally conceived of it, and then the channel just sat kind of dormant in the Discord, and nobody ever really touched it. And when we got a category extension leaderboard, I was like, ooh, this could be a fun little run to do. So I started kind of rerouting things, and oh, don't kick my barrel. I need that. That barrel's my friend. Hey, dude, you gotta... so that's kind of how this category came to exist. Nobody was doing runs of it, though. Like, I was like the only one routing it and doing runs of it. And 2 weeks ago was like, I wish somebody else would run Redguard, or at least like route the any % run of it. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then he booted up the game and started routing, and that was how that came to be.
Yeah, no hesitation. I was just like, yeah, sure. I mean, I did all secrets. Why not shoot this too?
Yeah, it's not a big jump from all secrets to Redguard. Oh, come on. This skip can sometimes give trouble to runners. I don't usually have trouble with it, but of course it is a marathon, so there we go. Oh, that's not it. Come on. Oh man, I don't usually have this much trouble with this. What?
Can you be a little bit more to the right, maybe?
Hold on. I have no idea. Hold on. Let me try changing my timing on it. Okay, you're in my way, sir. What is going on here? This is not usually an issue. I really hope this isn't a sign of things to come.
Yeah, I've seen this skip before, and it doesn't seem to be too bad.
Let me try jumping onto this thing. Oop, climb. There we go. It's a different setup for it. I don't normally do that setup, but and we're gonna do it again in a minute too. Great. Yeah. So the Res Ops, this level in particular, the route for Legacy is somewhat similar to the old route we did for 100%. Not so much the routing itself, but the actual like floor plan that you have to traverse is very similar to 100%, just because of how the level's laid out. You have to kind of backtrack over yourself. You have to get the key card. You have to come back here. The new 100% route that we broke wide open is much different. And so we don't have to do things like grab this token anymore or run down the majority of this hallway. Let's stop in here to grab the plasma rifle, because this thing is going to be very indispensable later on in some fights. And then we get to do this skip again. Hopefully we get it right this time.
Awesome.
Oh, come on. Why? Doom. I'm begging you, Doom. Okay, I'm going to try doing that other setup again.
Yeah.
I don't know why that skip never gives me that much trouble. That's so weird.
Well, it's a marathon. Did you know?
It's a marathon. Just weird, because my Rage 2 run, all my D-Rust runs were terrible, and then somehow the run during the actual marathon was pretty solid. It was like, that's very odd.
Yeah, I caught most of that. I got busy halfway through, but it looked like it was real solid.
It was a pretty solid run. It was not a perfect run by any stretch, but it was
Sure.
Definitely could have been worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a way to get out of this area right from the beginning. In fact, you can actually get to this outside area within less than a minute of starting the level, but you're using a bunch of glitches that are banned, so we have to do everything in a more or less linear fashion. In fact, Scanner Skip is banned in this category too, which makes me sad because I love Scanner Skip. I hate Scanner Skip. It's a terrible skip because it is so frame rate dependent, but it skips the scanner cutscene, which is nice. Instead, we have to watch the cutscene. This would be a good time to mention that. So we are doing the classic level speed run right after this one. And I'm looking at that number, and it says 539, 539 pounds donated. I'll make all y'all in chat a deal. I've got the Doomslayer helmet from the Doom Eternal Collector's Edition. If we hit 700 pounds by the end of this run, I will don the helmet for the entirety of the classic level speed run. There's your donation incentive. I will wear the helmet during the run. Oh, I missed it. Okay, so you can sometimes jump off that, but it's very, very pixel perfect. Instead, you can back it up by doing that. And I have to make sure I don't rail boost here, because I did that yesterday during practice. And rail boosting there sucks because you have to reload checkpoint, and then you reset monster cap, and so this room is full of monsters. But because we didn't have to do that, it's empty, and I can just stroll right through. Oh, except for that imp that just spawned behind me.
Well, so
let's just hope that, yeah, because it usually happens when a monster earlier in the level despawns. Mm-hmm. So, yikes. Alright, so I'm going to... Oh, I am missing a token. Wait, am I missing a token? No, I'm not missing a token.
No. No?
Oh,
You know what's funny?
okay. I know what I did. Okay, I know I'm on the right track. I'm used to upgrading two things there, but I changed the routing a while back. So I was thinking about the old route, not the new route.
Got it.
We're just gonna shoot over and over. You can skip this cutscene, by the way. You can't in this category.
Yeah.
You have to watch this 2-minute and 47-second cutscene or something like that. It's long.
Quite gross.
Why shoot your gun a bunch of times? Because we're getting ammo. It's free. You can shoot your gun as much as you want. No penalties.
You know what's funny, actually? That hallway with the last Redguard token, I have to kill the imp in any percent, and you don't have to kill the imp in Legacy. So it's a little backwards.
Isn't that weird how that works out?
Yeah.
Well, you kind of think of it like in the first, in intro, the tutorial before you go outside. Yeah. In 100%, we skip that fight, but in Legacy, we can't. Like, we skip something in 100%.
That we can't skip in Legacy. Yeah.
You see how backwards that thinking is, and here we are. Yeah, some of the categories just have weird things. It's because some stuff isn't tracked. And just as a sidebar, I'm already losing time on this split because of skate park skip failing me twice. Oh, this is painful. I'm looking at this red delta. Just it's killing me a little bit. It's all right. None of my D-Rust runs were anywhere close to a PB, so I was not expecting the PB today either.
Right. Maybe while we have a little bit of time, we can talk about some of the things that aren't allowed in a Legacy category. Because we've been saying, these glitches, blah, blah, blah. But there are specific pieces of tech that we're not able to use for various reasons. First and foremost, probably the most well-known trick in this game are rail boosts. Essentially, we take our character and... due to some Doom spaghetti code, use a rail to launch ourselves into the stratosphere and clear levels much faster. Then there's also the paperclip, which is where we can literally squeeze between two walls and clip through things to get out of bounds, essentially. Also, we'll see a little bit later, we can't press buttons through walls, which is also a huge thing, because walls in this game basically don't matter. I mean, for real, they basically don't matter. If there's a button there, you can press it. So we have to kind of avoid that. Is there anything that I'm missing, Dane?
Paper clips, glory kill clips, rail boosts, BFG abuse is not allowed.
Oh, yeah. Because depending on your frame rate, the BFG does damage with its tendrils that come out. And you can actually hold your weapon wheel at 200 frames per second and continuously do damage even though you're in like the weapon wheel state. That is not allowed. So we do have to legit fight bosses. And the GK clips, or the glory kill clips, that's where you can position an enemy in a very, very specific way to clip yourself through a wall with a glory kill. Pretty self-explanatory there.
Very, very broken tech.
Oh, yeah.
Big chunks of the game.
Yeah, and that's why Legacy kind of works for this game as opposed to like an NMG type thing, is because there's only so many pieces of tech that we can use. Because going out of bounds in Legacy is not necessarily disallowed, but using the specific tech is not allowed. So it's a little bit easier to define in that way.
If you can go out of bounds without using certain bits of tech, then it's perfectly allowed to do that. And the sentiment is kind of like, if you can go around a wall or over a wall, it's okay. But you can't go through a wall. That's not allowed.
Exactly. Yeah,
and it is a little bit arbitrary, but it was meant initially to, one, level the playing field for console runners, two, make it so that we had something that was a little bit closer to the old any percent. In fact, we initially were going to call this old any percent, but we decided that that was just a little bit confusing. So we
I feel
stole
like
the
Legacy is a bit more timeless. Yeah.
Yeah, and Legacy was stolen from Portal. Like, everybody knows the Legacy run in Portal, so it was like, oh, that's actually, like, perfect. Nice aim! Shot it right over his head. Move out of my way, sir.
Nice.
I don't often miss that shot, but I have missed that shot before. All right. Clench, because this is scary. Nice. That is a little bit of a scary jump, and I don't usually miss that, but I've been getting really lucky with that jump lately. I'll get like really close, but I'll still get it anyway.
Yeah, I always like actively clench whenever I see people doing that. It's like, I don't know. Oh yeah, but no, yeah, and the thing too with Legacy is that whenever you use one of these, like, you know, pieces of tech, it's very, very obvious. So it's not like there's no like confusion about it. Now on like a micro level, sure, there might be things that we have to call into question, like, is this that trick or is this not that trick? But ultimately, if like 3 or 4 people do it, we'll have an idea. Like, usually the mods that like try out a trick and look at clips and things and be like, oh yeah, that's definitely a paperclip, or no, it's not, or whatever.
A piece of an imp sitting in that guy's lap as I was pulling the key card off of him.
Nice.
Yeah, Foundry is mostly unbroken because it is actually, this is one of the few levels that is drawn pretty tightly. There are ways to skip stuff. In fact, any percent has a very short level here, but there's nothing that can be done in Legacy to skip this. So we have to actually do all these fights, and there won't be a lot of levels where we have to do that, but this is one of the few.
Yeah. Even in an unrestricted Redguard, I still have to get the yellow key card. It's like required. I haven't been able to crack the yellow key card room yet.
There's a route. There's a route. There'll be a route somewhere. I'm getting like weird stuttering sometimes. So you might see the game just kind of like stutter. That is not the stream. That is the game. It does not normally do that to me, so I'm a little bit confused. Sir, you gotta... No. I'm not letting you run around, man.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't do combat. It's because those imps, they will get away from you, man.
We have a sentiment in... gotta get a low checkpoint there. We have a sentiment in this game, and that is imps are jerks. We usually use a different word. Use your imagination. But the sentiment is imps are jerks. Imps are the single strongest and most irritating enemy to deal with. Yeah, the only way to get through that door in a way that's legacy friendly is to do all of these Gorness fights, and it's slow, but it's the only way to do it that doesn't break the rules.
Right. Right.
That was really clean. Right, so I reloaded checkpoint when I grabbed the blue key card, so there's no Hell Knights out here. Normally there's 2. That stutter is making me really nervous.
Maybe after the level we should like restart the game or something?
Oh, the game's on a fresh boot. Shouldn't be an issue, but if it becomes a problem, we can maybe do that later. But it's not so bad right now that I'm like worried, like too worried.
That's good.
All right. Now this fight is usually pretty optimized, but it does require. Hello? Something's alive. Oh, you didn't die.
Of course.
Of course, it's an imp. Homeboy just said nope. That was a different imp. That one just now. That one spawns at the far end of the arena, and you don't usually see him until he starts running around like an ass. All right, let me see if I can skip this. Nice. I have not been getting that chainsaw skip very well lately, so I'm glad I got it here.
Wow. I still think it's so impressive watching this, because it's like down to a science. There's so much to know with combat in this game.
Yeah.
Like enemy spawns and timing. It's insane. It's a whole other level of skill rather than just movement.
Oh. Sure. Oh, you tuned in to see impressive gameplay. Okay, his AI broke. So this is the issue with imps is sometimes they will run to a specific spot away from you. They'll get to a place where they can't pass to you, and their AI just breaks. And usually they'll despawn if they're like in a spot that's like stuck in a wall. But in this case, he just was like, yeah, I can see you. I'm not stuck, but I'm not going anywhere near you, man. I guess he's scared of the Slayer, which he should be.
No, man, I'm not getting in there. I'm not going in there. What do you think I am?
What is it? BFG Division is the boss music that demons hear when the Slayer shows up.
Yeah. So,
yeah, don't worry, man. We'll coach you on the combat, and you'll learn 100%, and you'll take the world record from Dara.
Okay.
I joke because it'll never happen. This man will never learn 100%, no matter how bad I beg him.
I don't know, man.
Also, can we get a shout out for the UI not glitching out? Claps in the chat for the UI.
Yeah.
85% of the time, it'll show the lockdown screen, so she'll be interacting with the lockdown screen and like this part right here, and you won't actually see the UI she's interacting with. It's a very odd bug. I'm pretty sure it has to do with Vulkan.
Yeah.
Nice. Got him all this time. Yesterday, when I did that, the imp ignored my grenade. Just shrugged it off. I was very annoyed with him because he did that.
Yeah. And also, this game has received some patches. Not in a long time, but it has received some patches. So this is on current patch. All this stuff. And anything that you see on speedrun.com for Doom 2016, it's all current patch. So you don't have to do any funky down patching or anything.
It's all current patch as far as we know. Somebody could have down patched and we had no idea. But patch specific issues are not usually an issue with this. Legacy is faster, actually, to down patch, but who cares?
Yeah.
Get this jump. Nice. I'm going to stop and just interact with this. We're not going to actually do the rune trial, but it gives you a weapon upgrade point, and I just want to grab a few of these as I go, because being able to upgrade a weapon here and there is going to help in some of these later combat sections. I'm dumb. I did the wrong route for this.
No.
Let's try this again. Let's try this again. I did this so much yesterday because I have the 100% muscle memory ingrained into my body so tightly that I will literally get halfway through a level before I go, I'm doing the wrong route. Instead, we're going to go out of bounds is what we're supposed to do. Now, this is one of those things where out of bounds is not disallowed. Tech to get out of bounds is, but we're not doing anything that breaks the rules of Legacy.
You literally just like stand up and jump over to a thing. It didn't require any sort of special input.
Oh, this is almost really bad. All right. So we were about to start a fight. This skips that fight entirely.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Okay. Now this is where we're at. Hopefully I can do the last out of bounds section, because that was giving me a little bit of trouble yesterday. Luckily, Meiji was there to help coach me through it, because I was like, wait, how do I do this again?
Nice.
Yeah, that jump looks scary. It's actually very, very free. You just got to hold W and hope for the best. Yeah, this is one of those levels that actually is very, very short in this speed run. I'm not going to have a good time in it because I'm dumb and started to do the old route by mistake. But there's 4 tokens. Every token is accessible pretty quickly. Like very early on in the game, there's not a lot of like very difficult triggers to hit. So we can just sort of run around, grab all of them, and then book it to the exit. And the skip into the exit's really cool. You will enjoy this one. All right, so we got 3 of the tokens already. There's 1 more we have to get. He was gonna smack me. I know it. So we're gonna jump onto this door frame. No, no, no. We're gonna jump onto this door frame. There we go. And we're just gonna run along this wall, jump over here. We have to hit this door in order to trigger these enemies to spawn in. And that opens this big door right here. And we get the last token in the level. Now we can just skip right out to the end. And another shout out to Meiji for finding this one.
Nice.
All right, this is a little bit tricky sometimes. Let me be very careful here. Nope, nope. Oh, that was almost really bad. I don't screw this up. Okay, we were okay.
Ooh, nice.
Let's go.
Yeah. And what he just did there is called an extendo grab. If you bind weapon mod to scroll wheel, it actually extends your reach further, and you can press buttons from kind of far away. Those are allowed as long as it's not through a wall from inbounds.
For some reason, we allowed that, even though we maybe kind of shouldn't have. Now, there is a legacy-friendly skip for this fight, but it is extremely precise. It is very difficult to do, and I'm not going to do it. So we're going to do the fight instead, which actually does not take very long to do. Especially if the... Oh, that's good RNG right there. That Revenant can sometimes be a bit of a hassle. Okay. Well, the Revenant cooperated, but everything else is weird. Okay, we're good. Now we have double jump that we obtain a third of the way into the game.
Hooray!
A little weird, but yeah, some of the pacing in this game is a little bit screwy. You can obtain all the rune trials before the first boss fight, for example. It's just kind of weird stuff. I'm gonna make a quick pit stop for that fuel. Now I've decided I'm going to actually... I realize I have to actually go this way no matter what I do. We found a couple different routes to get across this pipeline. This one seems to be the fastest. I have not fully timed it, but this seems to be the fastest one, so I'm going to trust it. Also, it's a really good thing I'm not trying to do an unrestricted version, because I'm getting at like 100-something frames right now, and it's like I would never be able to do like early GOS.
Yeah, I did notice that. Yeah.
The 90 frames on a black screen is like, oh boy, this is not good. Yeah, sometimes you just get a bad boot of the game, and that happens. So we reload checkpoint here after grabbing the token, and that puts us right back here. Now, there is a way to skip this cutscene, and we argued a little bit about this. I really, really wanted to include it, but I was overruled, understandably so. It is very much it's a very big gray area leaning, no, it really should be banned. And I'm a little sad about it, but you can actually do another extendo grab through a wall. It's not actually through a wall, it's through nothing. There's an image, but the image is not actually there. It's a completely blank image. So it's not actually going through a wall, which was my argument, but I was overruled, and that's fine. So we have to actually watch that cutscene, which is fine. It's it's not a huge time loss. And then you're supposed to do a fight here, but this is not a lockdown fight, so we're going to just run past everything. And now we meet the actual strongest enemy of the game. The trains are the most powerful thing in this game. The trains are more powerful than Doomguy. Doomguy will die if he touches these trains. It is a gigantic meme.
Even a tap.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can touch the train, but if you get stuck on the train kills you. I've seen Ultra Nightmare speedrunners lose whole runs to that, and it is a very feels bad man moment when it happens.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, I've seen people just like keep in mind, I barely ever acknowledge those little.
It's scary. We should skip him.
Oh yeah.
So let's do that. Let's just skip this whole fight. If I can actually get up there. So this is called difficult skip, I guess. We're gonna rename it. Oh, there we go. This is called banana skip. We'll explain why in just a second. But this skips this lower fight. This was a very, very early any percent percent skip. Like way back when, it was found by Lifelike within, I think, like the first couple days of the game being released. And the reason why it's called banana skip is because these things look like bananas. And you jump onto and climb one of those in order to skip this whole fight.
Hooray.
And Dylon's a big fan of that one because it skips a fight, and Dylon likes skipping fights. He doesn't like fights.
That's my motto.
Oh, what? My jump got eaten. There we go. I have a feeling that is because of the frame rate.
Yeah.
I think the frame rate being screwy right now is, yeah, I'm getting like 110 frames right now.
Yeah, I see that.
Which is very, very odd.
Yeah, don't you have like a pretty baller rig?
I have a 2080 Super. And this
Yeah,
game's 5 years old.
Yeah.
So this fight also is unskippable without some sort of paperclip, glory kill clip, something that's banned. So we gotta fight all these guys. This is I think probably the longest fight in the level. Also, I can't. There you are. This is way easier. Ooh, that was a bad stutter. This is a way easier fight to do on 100% because by now we've got a bunch of upgrades and a whole other weapon that we can't have in this category till the end of this level. Sir? Where did... Oh.
Yeah, the
man's
revenants
gonna
run
be
away from you too.
Flying around.
Yeah.
Here, up here? There you are. Oh, and... Oh, that's not them. Alright, so... we now have to scale the tower a bit more. Oh man, okay, I might reboot the game after this level, because it's giving me some pretty bad stuttering now. Yeah, sorry about that. Normally that doesn't happen. I usually get a clean boot of the game and everything works fine, but it's giving me a little bit of grief right now, and I'm not totally sure why.
Would you say this has never happened before?
No, it's happened before. I'm not gonna feed your marathon tendencies, Dylon. Yeah, it's eating my jumps. Luckily I'm scroll jumping, so I got enough inputs spam that I'm okay, but it's making me a bit nervous.
Yeah. Like, we love this game because it's made entirely of premium spaghetti, but that comes with its downsides. Like, being unplayable at times.
So you're supposed to go the other direction. You're actually not supposed to go this way, but by going this way... Oh, I jumped just a little bit too early.
Oh no.
Yeah, the timing on this is a little bit precise. I've normally got it down, but it's very easy to mess up. Let me pay attention. There we go. That's good. Yeah, that's an easy one to goof up, so not an issue there. Now we have to grab the last token in the level. I think this USB stick has childhood photos on it. I think. Yeah, I forget which USB stick has what. Kappa.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna stop and grab the hologram here. Because it will help a little bit with distracting demons later on. I'm going to try not to die here.
Welcome to the UAC.
We just got the most powerful and broken weapon in the game. By far. It's called the Gauss Cannon, and it lets us do things like that. Where we just yeet ourselves across the ground very quickly. So this is the one level that has a level exit that's different than every other level. This one, you normally have to push a button or walk through a portal. This level, though, you have to kind of cycle through a timer. And you can cycle the timer faster by killing a bunch of demons that are running away from me. Stop! So grab the quad damage there to do 4 times the damage output. Hear him. Okay. Now, we're going to bypass the rest of the fight by grabbing the invulnerability power-up and then just yeeting ourselves down the tower. Missed. I missed the platform.
Oh no.
So we're waiting for the level to finish cycling, so we're going to stop and grab the Argent Cell. This is going to give us another ammo upgrade, which we're going to need.
It also refills your ammo, which is awesome.
Yep. Now we're going to do a Darve and crouch behind the cell until the level runs out.
Yes. World record holder Darve says so.
Okay, so I'm going to quit out of the game real quick just to kind of reset things.
Cool.
Yeah, that was really, really odd. I don't usually have that issue, but sometimes you just get a weird boot and things go kind of wacky. Sometimes when you load checkpoint a bunch of times, you'll get the audio in this game is not not programmed very well, and half the audio will just not exist.
Yeah. If you reload from checkpoint too many times, the audio just completely breaks.
Yeah, and it usually fixes itself by the next level, but yeah, by the way, all 3 of my saves right now are on Cadinger Sanctum.
Oh wow.
The other 2 are routing saves. There we go. Oh, we're sitting at 170. Look at that.
There it is, boy.
That's beautiful. It's still not 200, but it's better than it was before.
Right.
I have a feeling my CPU is also running a little hot right now. It's hot in my room. It's summer. So this level recently just had a big fat reroute thanks to Mr. Dylon here.
Man himself.
So we're going to do another extendo grab to get up here. All right, see if I can do this jump. This is fine.
Oh yeah, everything's fine.
This is fine. Save this.
You just have to go more to the left, bro.
There we go.
Yeah. And gauze up, yeah? Yeah, there you go.
That is deceptively difficult to do.
Yeah.
We got a first try because God
geometry
Gamer.
is really weird. Oh yeah, indeed.
Obviously God Gamer. Obviously.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna do the harder ones.
Yes.
Actually, the first
Also-
one's not that hard, but
Yeah, also yesterday you forgot to boost from the doll secret. So
well, I also haven't tested that route yet. So I'm gonna just play it safe and do the old way of doing it if I can get up here.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have not tested it, and I don't want to do it live in a marathon for the first time. A long time ago, I had a guy tell me, "Don't do on stage what you didn't do in rehearsal," and that's sound advice. All right, so normally you would reload checkpoint here and do another skip. However, I want a specific weapon mod, and there's one on the way to the next token. So we're gonna actually do a different route to get there. And that, by the way, skips a humongous chunk of the level. That is very broken tech right there. Oh no! I missed the hitbox, so I have to watch the animation.
Dang.
Normally what you can do is you can drop a drone and then immediately interact with, or drop a hologram, sorry, and then immediately interact with the drone, and you will skip the punch animation. Hashtag save the drones. That saves a couple seconds whenever you do that, but I goofed and missed the hitbox. All right, we have to do this one again. This one always gives me a bit of trouble. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah, that jump is very tricky. Don't be fooled. Any percent runners will do it without issue, but it is a bit trickier than it looks.
Yeah, honestly, it's still even tricky then. Like, sometimes you hit the rock wrong and you just lose it. You only see the good times with any percent runners.
Oh, I got pushed too far back. I could have saved that if I didn't get pushed so far back, but
yeah,
I got bounced.
Are you scroll jumping?
I can't. I can scroll jump lateral ones. I can't scroll, or I can scroll jump vertical ones, not lateral ones.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Because of how I have my inputs set up, I really can't do scroll jump, Gauss jumps. There we go.
Nice.
Easy. Not even hard. It's not even tough. This is like the easiest skip ever. Oh wait, I'm starting to do the old way of doing this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylon found this one, and I totally didn't even know you could do it this way, because this part of the level's not loaded in from where we were, and so I didn't even see the guard was over here. And then he's like, what if I try going this way? And I was like, oh my god, you found a way to do that. That's amazing. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, one thing about routing this level, too, was that there's a lot of invisible hitboxes, basically, around everything, or basically, like, big invisible boxes around everything, because the original intent that the developers had was to keep you in bounds. But instead, we go out of bounds, then walk on top of them a lot of the time. So sometimes it could be tricky trying to find new routes and things because you just like randomly hit a wall or not be high enough or what have you. But that one was easy. I was just literally like, okay, I'll just boost here.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of kill planes in Cadinger above the floor of the level. So the overworld has a floor. The kill plane kind of hits the whole floor to make sure that you don't just fall endlessly if you fall out of bounds. But then they didn't put any kill planes around it like anywhere else, it seems like. So
yeah, it's a pretty forgiving level in that way.
All right, so now we're in level 4 again, but it's smoking. Everything's on fire. So this level actually has my favorite Gauss jump in the run. I call it spicy jump. Spicy jump is all y'all in chat are gonna be like, just you wait. So this skip was found by Blood Thunder 8 hours after the game came out.
Nice.
And this skips 80% of the level. Now, normally you can go straight to the end. However, we got to go get some tokens. So we're going to actually jump down here. And by the way, we do that skip in 100%, both categories of 100%. I'm going to need some ammo. So I'm going to stop and take some from this guy's face. I'm going the wrong way. I'm doing the old route. I had that old route just ingrained in my muscle memory. And then I do the new route one time and I PB. Now it's like, well, I guess this new route is what we're going to be doing from now on.
Yeah, honestly, it is hard going from category to category in this game because I do the same thing. I'll be like I was derusting all secrets and I kept doing Redguard stuff. It's like, well, dang, this is not the same category.
It's painful doing that. And I know one of these days I'm going to end up having to do a donation incentive on my channel. So I have a donation incentive on my Twitch channel that if we hit $1,000 donated to COVID relief, that I will do a speed run of every Doom category that I know back to back. And I know I'm going to be like, I'm going to screw everything up doing that because I'm going to be doing the wrong route through the whole run. I think that's everybody. I hear another one. Oh, no, just kidding. I'm hearing things. All right, so we got a chain gun right here. I'm going to stop and grab that. That's going to become indispensable during the last boss fight. If the same glitch happens to me that happened the other day. So, spicy jump's coming up. We're going to drop a hollow to distract this pinky. Come up here. Grab this token. We did that whole fight just so we could grab this token. Now, whoop, weird geometry. Spicy jump. Oh, I love that jump so much.
Oh, man. It looks so clean, too.
Spicy jump is incredibly free. It's super easy to do, but it looks so impressive. All right, so we're going to jump back over here, and then this is another one I just found yesterday, actually. Oh, I love that. If you combine if you combine the propulsion of the Gauss cannon along with a thrust pad, you can get some pretty nutty lateral movement. I just found that yesterday. I was like, I wonder, did this work? So here's a spot where I actually do a a scroll gauss jump. If you try to do that with space jump, it is very tricky to do. If you do it with scroll jump, it's absolutely free.
Yeah, the reason why it's better, by the way, is because whenever you bind jump to scroll wheel, it spams jump inputs really, really fast, one after another. And there's like a little bit of a air gap on the floor where you can still jump. That's how like bunny hopping works and things like that in this game. But with just normal jumping using a scroll wheel, it actually makes you jump higher, and it's like a pretty significant amount higher.
If I can get the skip first try.
Oh yeah, let's do it, bro.
There's a fight here, not a boss fight, but a fight. I missed it. So I killed the Cacodemon back there to trigger a checkpoint, because sometimes this skip does not cooperate, and you need to reload checkpoint when that happens. And if you don't grab the checkpoint there, you're back right when we did the spicy jump, and that's a long ways back. So there we go. That trigger line is drawn very, very tightly, but there's just this little bit right at the very edge that you can go around it and get through the door without having to do the fight. So I actually reloaded checkpoints before, so I don't need to do it here. Oh shoot, I didn't double jump. Normally right there I'd have to reload checkpoint, but because I goofed up and didn't do the jump right, I don't have to do it there. And we do that to reset monster cap, because if we don't reset monster cap coming in here, there will be no demons. But we need the demons here, because otherwise we can't open the train. At least not in a way that's allowed for the speedrun.
Yeah, in the unrestricted categories, we literally just press the button through the glass, like it's not even a problem.
Yeah, but we can't do that here.
Yeah.
But once that door starts to open, the whole collision model despawns, and so you can just kind of walk through the door, and that's totally allowed, because it's not throwing walls through a door. We didn't say anything about doors. We said everything about walls. But also, it's the collision model despawns, and if anybody actually gives anybody crud about walking through a door that's in the process of opening, just send them my way, and I'll give them a smack.
I'll let it go this time, Buster.
All right, so I'm going to actually finish upgrading a couple of things. We're not really going to upgrade anything else. There's nothing else we need to. Now we're in the Advanced Research Complex. I like this level because of...
It's time we meet in person.
That's just a fun little thing to do. No, in reality, the Advanced Research Complex is a fantastic level with no flaws. Nobody hates this level in any category. This level's awesome. I don't know anybody that hates this level. Do you, Dai?
No comment.
This level isn't awful, terrible, horrible. I hate this level so much.
Yeah, it really is not fun. At
This
least
level
not
sucks.
in any of the categories that I run. This level is just a nightmare.
Henny said this is actually like, oh, he actually likes this level if you can do everything first try, like in any percent.
Oh yeah. If you do it first try, it's fine. And actually, any percent is one of the least bad categories for this level, mostly because you don't have to be here very long. But any other category sucks.
100% in particular hates this level because combat rating is tracked stupidly here. And it requires a ridiculous amount of manipulation of how the game spawns enemies. Nice, thanks for the assist, sir. My man's be dunking on these zombies. All right. So we have to do this first fight because there is no legacy-friendly way to skip it. Luckily, this fight is... I almost rail boosted just now. Oh, that was scary.
That would have been bad. And correct me if I'm wrong, but is this another fight where in like 100% you would manipulate summoners?
There's not a lot of places where we do that because there's not a lot of places where it's practical to. That doesn't just cost you a lot of time or get you combat rating that you would otherwise be skipping. But here it's like, I mean, this category, we literally just need to get through the fight. So I'm waiting for, oh, I need ammo. I'm waiting for the summoner to spawn in. I'm going to grab this berserk and I'm going to go nuts. Oh, speaking of the devil, she's here. No, stop that. Oh god, she's up a level. Oh, everything's on fire. Oh god, no, this is terrible. Oh, go away. You're ruining my life, lady.
There we go. Also, did you say the devil?
Did say the devil. He's real. I've seen him. By the way, if any of you know what that's from in chat, you get brownie points. And the answer is closer than you may think. Can you, sir? that is a clippable moment right there. I will admit.
I'm gonna die.
Every once in a while, the ragdoll physics just work out super nicely.
Oh man, and it's funny too because it's like it is really hit or miss. Like sometimes they'll just fall over and die. It's fine, but then other times they just they do that.
Yeah, Revenants in this game. Oh man, I'm looking at the stream and it is stuttering badly. Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry for
So Revenants, because they are like an airborne demon, but they spend some time on the ground, they don't have any glory kill animations that are programmed in air. They're all programmed on the ground. And so when you're trying to berserk them while they're midair, typically it'll just wait until they land and then it'll do an animation that kills them. But that one, I don't know, short-circuited. I've never seen one of them launch like that. I've seen them act weird, but I've never seen them launch like that. So this, unfortunately, is Sam's office. This was only 2 weeks ago. We figured out how to skip this in 100%, but it requires a terribly difficult paperclip, which is not allowed. So we have to sit here and watch the cutscene. Sad.
Usually about now, I'm actually outside the window, like running around.
Yeah. No, by now you're usually done with the level and you're moving on.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So we got one token. There's 2 more in the level. During practice, I forgot one of them. So I'm going to make sure that I get that one, because otherwise Darve is going to make fun of me. Because he did that on my chat the other day. He's like, "Didn't you forget something, sir?" It's like, "How dare you?" But yeah, you're not wrong. I did forget it. Whoops.
Almost all Redguards.
Bend it to our will. Take advantage of their resources.
There's literally nothing to do in this cutscene, so we have to just sit through Sam's dialogue. And not that I'm complaining. Darren DePaul is a fantastic voice actor, but when you've watched this cutscene 1,000 times, oh, it's painful.
Lazarus Labs, which is only accessible through a secure.
You know, right now I'm only a minute behind PB.
Research complex.
No way.
Yeah, it's because of the new route in facility. Cuts like
I'm confident you'll find something
3 or 4 minutes off the old route. If I was doing the old route, I'd be like 5 minutes behind right now.
service elevator is at the end of the hall.
So I managed to kind of trick the game into letting me keep my weapon out, and that lets me get that backwards boost right out of Sam's office, like right off the bat. Oh, I forgot to do the save your ammunition thing. It's a little meme. If you shoot Sam with your weapon out, he'll say, "Save your ammunition."
Oh yeah.
So there's 3 major fights in this level. We have to do the first one and the last one, but we can skip the second one using a really, really fun skip. We're going to run over here and grab the haste to move much faster. And then just kind of climb out of bounds. Totally allowed. No,
Familiar.
nothing disallowed about this. All right, now this is a kind of tricky jump, so let me focus for a second. Okay, we're good.
Wow, I can't believe
That
you didn't die
skips
there.
a very long segment of the level. That skips probably 3 minutes. Now, it is actually faster to do this way. At least, it's faster when I do it. this way. There's probably going to be a legacy runner that comes in and does it where they reload checkpoint and they do that whole skip again, but I have found this to be much easier. And plus we get to show off BFG skip, which is a lot of fun. So I'm going to need someone's help. I'm going to need a good man to help me. This looks like a good man. Well, most of one anyway. And now, we need him for the Retinal Scanner. So Doom Guy is going to very gently place his face in the Retinal Scanner. Damn it, Doom Guy, I said gently! Terrible. Alright, let's see if we can skip this cutscene.
That's a one-use corpse right there.
So there's a long little puzzle segment here that involves breaking the laser things, but it takes a long time, so... There we go. You do a very precise gauss jump, you can actually get in there pretty easily.
Nice.
Well, I stole Byte's setup for that, and it's really easy to do now. Now, they expect you to use the BFG here, but if you can actually hit the barrel, it's much easier to do that. Ammo! Yay! Alright, let's see if I get soft locked here like I did yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. It was so weird.
I've never gotten this soft lock before, and it just happened yesterday. Before the marathon.
Okay,
Nice.
okay. I made a callback to it, so we're still good on never happened before memes. But not today.
You can actually get past this fight in a way that is legacy friendly, but in order to get out of the level, you have to do something that isn't legacy friendly. So the only way to do this fight where everything's kosher is to actually do the fight. Otherwise, you could skip it. And they do, in any percent. They skip everything.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking earlier, whenever you got the BFG and everything, why we didn't reload checkpoint. Because you go around and do the boost to the end level trigger.
Yeah,
but it is
you
hard.
can. I think it's about the same amount of time. I'd have to really time it, and then I don't even think it's any faster. Oh! Alright, a summoner should be coming in right about now. The devil? Goodbye. It helps to know spawn triggers. Alright, I'm actually going to... I forgot to upgrade my Gauss cannon earlier, so I'm going to do that now. So now we have the Corona effect added to the Gauss cannon. This gives us a lot more firepower with this thing. Well, everything spawns in. Fire the BFG to clear out the room. If everything goes well... Oh, interesting. Yeah, oh, wow, really interesting.
Yeah.
Usually the BFG will touch them all, but sometimes the game just
Well, your
says, I
frames were
disagree.
a little low as well, so that could have something to do with it.
I think that's only with a weapon wheel, though, isn't it? Well, I guess not.
No, it still does more damage with higher FPS, just regardless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Didn't you know this game is pay to win? Come on, man.
One more example of ragdoll physics being weird. And that is the Advanced Research Complex. Or as I have it in my splits, the Advanced Reset Complex. I hate that level. Alright.
I hate it so much.
And now we are in the Lazarus Labs. In my splits, this is called the Lazarus Labs. I added the word reset to every level in my splits. The UA reset, reset ops, found reset, Argent for reset D, the Argent reset tower, Cadinger reset sanctum. Some of them are really forced. I'm going to change my split names. The Advanced reset complex fits very nicely in here. So Lazarus Labs is another one of those levels that's drawn really tightly, and so we are going to have to play through it, yeah, quote unquote, as intended. But we are going to skip some stuff, like the first fight, for instance. To navigate this hallway, which can sometimes be a little weird because demons will run right into your path. Now you can skip this first fight, but you have to be fast enough, and you have to get a mediocre Gauss boost. You can't get a good one or a bad one. So Oh, okay, we're good. I got a good one there, but I got lucky.
Ooh, yeah, that was close, man.
I got very lucky on that one. I think I was low enough I hit the wall. They're going to drop down. In 100%, we'd actually load checkpoint here, but because we skipped that fight, there's no checkpoint trigger, so it's actually faster to just let them grab that and re-navigate your way through the vents. And we also have a haste here, but we had to skip that or we'd missed the door. So frustrating. All right, I'm going to stop and grab a drone here because some of these fights are going to be much easier with the mob that I just grabbed. Oh, my audio's jacked up. Oh no. This actually is very common to happen right here.
Oh yeah.
I was hoping I'd avoid it, but... So we're going to skip my favorite rune trial in the game. Or my favorite rune, rather, I should say. And we're going to run past all these demons till we hit this checkpoint trigger. Reload checkpoint. It's because those demons are keeping that hallway locked down. But if you load checkpoints... Oh, hey, there's no demons.
Yeah,
We're just hoping for you.
What's the rune trial that we skipped there?
Rich get richer.
Ooh,
Infinite ammo. But it takes too long, and we are not going to be able to maintain keeping ammo for that long. So this fight we have to do, because you can't get through this. Oh, you actually can get through this. That's legacy friendly, but it requires a down patch, and that's not good.
Yeah, down patching takes too much time, and we're in the speed business, not the slow business.
Imagine taking time to do something, like learn the speedrun, Kappa.
Ridiculous.
I hear another... Oh, there you are. Great job on me, rocket launching that zombie from point blank range. Now fire that BFG to take out those Mencubi. I'm just gonna dump my ammo here because I don't need it.
Nice.
All right, we're going to stop in here to grab... By the way, that is a very easy arena to get a rail boost on by mistake, so I kind of lucked out not hitting any of those rails at wacky angles. So there's an ammo box right there, but I've got enough ammo. I'm just gonna trust that I can get through here. Now this is a spot that's weird. This panel's on the wall, but you can shoot it off. If you don't shoot it off, that's not allowed. But if you do shoot it off, it is allowed. Is it an arbitrary rule? Yes, but it was necessary to rule that way because otherwise we'd be breaking the rule that we set initially, which was no pushing buttons through walls. You can't do that.
Yeah, and you can press the button through the panel. So
yeah, you can't press the button through the panel because that's too similar. I used all my ammo. And I can't micro missile boost apparently. Oh my god, what am I doing? Alright, gotta push this panel. Now I am gonna get a full refill.
Nice.
Ooh, we almost got a... We got a couple little tiny bee hops there. Nothing super special, but got a little momentum increase. That was kind of nice. And now we have to watch another cutscene. Why don't we skip this one? Because it would require pushing a button through a wall. So we have to watch the cutscene. It is unfortunate, but there's actually not that many cutscenes in this game, relatively speaking. But the ones that we do have to watch are they're painful. They're painful. I wanted to skip them.
Did you get the location?
Well,
this
whenever
one is
losing like 10 seconds feels like an eternity.
Yeah,
A
right.
cutscene is just bad.
And some of these cutscenes that we can't skip, like Sam's office, this one, are sometimes minutes long. And that's why I'm jealous of all of y'all. In any percent, you get to skip these things. So this is foreshadowing the boss fight at the end of the level, which we can't do the cheese on, and I'm sad because I love the cheese. The cheese is fun.
Oh, it's so good.
This fight in particular has a very weird property. So demons spawn in one of three manners: fixed, random, and influence. Fixed means that demon's spawn location is locked in. It will always spawn in that spot. Random is random. Influence, though, means that demon is going to spawn based on where you're looking. I have already let this fight get completely away from me. Okay, we're good. I've regained control. So if I just stare straight ahead, and take out these dudes as they spawn in. I can keep all the spawns right in my line of sight. And that is important, because imps will run around on you and cause a lot of problems. So we want to keep them spawning here until we've cycled through all of them, as much as is possible. Alright, that's not good. Okay, that's fine. Oh god. Okay, we got the Mancubus, we're good.
In the 100% category, this is actually the place where we would level up most of our heat wave for the plasma gun.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really easy to do that with a heat wave, heat blast, rather.
I'm going to chainsaw the dude. I want to try and get an ammo refill before I hit the next checkpoint trigger, because if I have to reload checkpoint, I don't want to have to go hunting for an ammo box every time. And I love that little jump. You just jump right into the hole and grab the token. So you normally have to sit through this elevator, but if you are very precise, you can skip it.
There it is.
There's a weird invisible ceiling in part of that room, and you have to jump. You have to do that jump in a weird way. It's very strange, but it lets you get past that whole elevator sequence, and that saves 10 seconds. It's a chunk of change.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, the door audio is not screwed up. All my D-Rust runs, that door audio is screwed up. And it's finally not screwed up. All right, we're going to grab the last token of the level here. Oh, I had a BFG round I could have used in that last, in the Helix room.
Ooh, true.
So, this is... Okay, everything's in my way. This is one of the earliest any percent skips that was found, at least in this level. And it is legacy friendly, so we are going to do it. And this skips a very long last fight before we get into the boss fight.
Yes,
also,
the only problem with it... Yeah, the only problem with it is that it is kind of hard to do. This is actually still used in several different categories, like all secrets and unrestricted, Redguard as well. And if you mess it up, you go all the way back. Like all the way back before the hallway with all the boys. It's a whole thing. First try. That's where it's at.
Yeah, there's a floor in there that you pass through, and it resets your jump. So you have to kind of double jump twice while in the air the whole time, because the game doesn't think that you're in the air the whole time. And a die. You know, it'd be really bad.
What would be bad?
We had to fight like a really, really big demon. I mean, that would be terrible, wouldn't it? Oh, hey, look, a really, really big demon.
Oh, dang.
So we can't do the normal thing for this fight, which is to cheese it. So we actually have to fight him, which is not too bad once you do the DPSMS stuff. Okay, I'm gonna grab this ammo. Sit down. I remember to grab the round this time, so I can do it in Titan's Realm. And we have to fight him again, but I mean, do we have to fight him again?
I really don't want to, man.
I don't want to fight him either. I don't want to fight this guy. I've already beaten him one time. Let's just skip him. Okay, I'm paying for the sarcasm now.
Oh no! Oh no! The meme.
Let's try that. The skip is kind of hard, admittedly.
Yeah, it definitely takes some practice to get used to.
Oh, come on. He was doing this to me yesterday, too.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll get him.
Yeah, the thing about the Cyber Demon is that he has a really strange hitbox. It kind of like extends out in front of him and up. So it's like a vertical oriented rectangular box that sticks out in front of him and slightly up above where you think it would be.
He just jumped over him.
Yeah, and like that, you can just jump straight over him because it's not actually aligned with his back.
It's very hard to do that, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, why is he doing this to me? I'm gonna have to hit him a little bit more straight on. I think I'm curving too much.
It's funny because I usually go a little bit to the left and then kind of swerve around. But everybody's got different ways of doing everything.
I was holding forward, and for whatever reason, Slayer wasn't moving. So let me re-time how I do this. There we go. This should work. Oh, that was it! I had it! Why didn't it grab?
No!
Oh, come on. This skip is not usually this hard. I'm just getting a lot of grief today.
We got this.
Oh, he hit me. That I couldn't do anything about that. But if he hits you, he resets your velocity. That one, I couldn't do anything about.
I think it might be because you don't have the gauze cannon out, like on the cutscene load.
No, I've had that. I've done it without having it out on the cutscene.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
That's where it's at.
There we go. Yeah, you can skip that fight.
Yep.
You're not allowed to do that at 100% because you need to get a codex from him by killing him. But in this category, totally allowed. Totally allowed. Yeah. There's nothing illegal about what we did because we didn't go through anything. We just went over things, and that is the key here. And now we're in probably I'd say my second favorite level. I like Titan's Realm. This is a fun level. Second favorite in 100%. Probably favorite in this category. Nice, we got the Kako.
It's pretty fun in this category, yeah.
We that Kako is so we hit that Kako with the Gauss cannon coming down before that little animation, and if we hit the Kako, that means that the rest of the run is blessed.
Mm-hmm. It just means like you're a good player, so obviously it's going to be easier.
It means you will have good luck for the rest of the run.
Yeah, yeah.
If fire a BFG, we can actually clear out all of the stuff that was sitting around back there. Something's alive. What is alive? How?
Probably an imp.
There's no imp there. That's really weird.
Yeah, sorry, there's a little delay, so...
Yeah, he probably, I think, Oh, no, I need ammo. I'm way too empty on ammo. Okay, we're not going to be able to do Pinky Boost, unfortunately, because I need to stop to get ammo.
Yeah.
Alright, so, we got the first token. There's only one more that we have to get. The floor is very sticky right here, so it's easy to get stuck. Oh, come on. Alright, this was giving me a little bit of trouble yesterday, so I'm going to focus for a minute. Oh, too far. Too close to the wall. There we go. Alright, so now we are going to do a skip that is not a paperclip and is completely allowed. If I can actually get down here. This is not a paperclip. This is perfectly allowed for this category. It's not a paperclip, even though it is definitely a paperclip. It's not a paperclip. Please do not call it a paperclip. It's not a paperclip, even though it is. So if you call it a paperclip, you are wrong, even though you're correct. We sort of arbitrarily decided that that was going to be allowed because you're not technically passing through a wall. You are kind of squeezing in between two objects, which is technically what a paperclip is, but the objects are far apart, and you can understand why a glitchless or a no major glitches speedrun of this game is very difficult to define.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you get all the
And we're done. I only lost 13 seconds on this split. Probably because I had to stop for ammo twice. Now Necropolis. This one's fun. I actually found I screwed this up yesterday in practice, and I found a sick backup. And I'm gonna try to avoid doing that because that's why would you purposefully put yourself in that position? But yeah, so we're gonna. I'm just gonna grab that fuel real quick to make sure I have enough. I'm gonna stop and get some ammo from this guy, and we're going to just climb out of the level. These lost souls are bothersome. Okay, we're good. This looks much farther of a drop than it really is. Because you are passing through a few invisible planes. And that gets us to the first token. That skips
Right there.
6 minutes of gameplay. A very large chunk of the run. I'm going to go for this one. Nice. Easy. That jump is actually super free. If you don't get stuck on stairs, thank you. I'm going to stop and grab the BFG round over here, because you can never have enough of these in this run. Oh! Okay, we're good. Almost messed that up, but we're good.
Yeah, that was spooky. Doing that jump across is always really crazy, because, like, just the slightest bonk and you're dead.
And that chain has a humongous hitbox, too. Alright, let's see if I have not hit Monster Cap yet. We have not hit Monster Cap! The run is blessed. This is because we hit the Kako shot at the beginning. What is it with Kakos ignoring BFG rounds today?
Don't know,
Why?
man.
Why are they ignoring BFG rounds? So, we are now on the second boss fight of the game. Right near the end of the game, too. Only 2 more levels after this.
Insane.
Now, don't be fooled. This guy, he may be small, but he's tough. He's actually a huge pushover. I always love watching casual players play this, because casual players will struggle against this guy.
Right.
Because they don't know the trick to beating him. And there's one cool trick that speedrunners don't want you to know that 4 out of 5 dentists agree on, and that is how to take this dude out. Okay, I'm gonna need to get ammo from you, please. Thank you. Oh, that was too close. Can I grab that ammo? Thank you. Nice. Cool. And that is the first phase done. First phase?
Nice.
What do you mean? There's another phase. There's another one. I'm gonna pull out the BFG round, the BFG, just to have this out for this next phase. Now, Die. Question for you: what's better than 1 Hellguard?
0 Hellguards.
2 Hellguards.
No.
2 Hellguards was the answer we were looking for. Die. Come on, man. All right. For whatever
if there
reason,
were 0, I wouldn't have to fight anything.
For whatever reason, they've been giving me a little bit of a problem with this. Oh god! For some reason, I have not been able to stagger both of them consistently with the BFG round, so I'm gonna have to find a new setup for that. So one of them's out. Melee one stuck around, which is not usually the order that goes in. There you go. And we're gonna go for Sab Skip. Sab Skip is slower than doing it normally, but if you screw it up, it is actually faster. So we're going to... And that skip's having to figure out which side of the pedestal you're on. It's slower by like milliseconds. It's not a significant time loss, but it does eliminate needing to remember the floor layout. And I kept goofing that up yesterday, so I was like, screw it, let's do Sab Skip. Let's do it. Why not? Let's do the fun thing.
Yeah, by the way, for reference, Sab refers to Sabuline Horizon, who is one of the newer members of the community, who is known for coming up with really crazy, oftentimes harder strategies that are either negligibly faster or a lot faster.
Yeah, and then he'll find things like new intro skip and cut 20 seconds out of any percent.
Yeah.
Man's he has like an any percent time of like an hour, which is not a fast time at all, but the man is a beast at finding glitches.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's because whenever he tries to do a run, he just, like, forgets he's doing a run and starts mashing his face into a wall.
So Meiji, who is sitting in chat right now, found a way to get out of here, but it is unfortunately not legacy friendly. Big tier, because this would skip the entire network fight, which would be huge. And I am very sad. So you can actually drop down here without getting any animation of fall, like hard impact animation. I don't know why. It's just a weird oversight from the developers. And so we have to actually drop down into the network fight, which is unfortunate, but luckily we can skip every other fight in this level after this one. So a few things are going to spawn in. I'm going to do a little damage to him. Get you out of my way. I missed. Great aim. God Gamer. All right. Now we just got to clear the room of enemies, and we can cycle the fight. So I'm going to pull out the BFG, aim very specifically. Yep, these guys have been ignoring BFG lately. You guys, you can't keep doing that. This is a speed run, sir. This isn't a Wendy's. Take your face off, thank you. Unfortunately, some of the waves don't play super nicely, but that worked out pretty well here. All right, so we have to wait for the enemies to cycle in, and then we can go right to this door. I'm gonna kill this Cybermech because if he gets in the way, he's gonna cost us more time than it takes to kill him. I just want to get him out of the way. I'm gonna come down here, and if I'm fast enough, I can actually kill everything in here before Berserk expires. Or rather, get into the next room before Berserk expires. Ready to do this as fast as I can. If I can get this Revenant. Oh, it's gonna be tight. Nope, I'm not gonna get it. That's okay. I can saw him.
Oh.
Luckily, sawing him is actually a good thing. It refills your ammo. So you're supposed to drop down to that floor, but you can actually jump up here, which you're not supposed to be up here. Now, we're going to run along this pipe. Now, in the unrestricted version of this run, Dai would be dropping down to that platform to the left, right down there, and he'd be yeeting himself right to the end. But we can't do that. It's not allowed, so we have to run along this pipeline and then do some very precarious platforming to get to the end. And that skips a huge fight, probably the longest in the level, I would say.
Oh, yeah. No, actually, if you recall that area where he first dropped down, where like you should die but you don't die, basically I just reload there like 3 times and do a couple rail boosts to get all the tokens. It's pretty nice.
There we go.
Mind if I cut in for a donation?
Go for it.
Certainly,
Yep.
yeah.
We've had a £20 donation from Balcon. Thank you very much for that. There wasn't a message. And just to remind everyone of Dane's additional incentive, if we hit 700 total by the end of this run, he will wear the
I will
Slayer
don
helmet.
the helmet for the classic level run. So you've only got one more level to get your donations in, so get them in. It goes to a great cause. SpecialEffect is a fantastic charity. They do amazing work. I am a huge advocate for accessibility in video games, not just because it helps people with disabilities, but it also helps people without disabilities too. It helps everybody to make games more accessible. So this is a great charity. Please get your donations in. They are a fantastic organization. And you're running out of time, so you gotta get them in now.
Definitely, 100% agree.
Did you say 100%? Is Dai gonna run 100%, or did I just totally mishear you because the game's loud?
I gotta get that out of my vocab, man.
You do say it a lot, I will admit, but it's always really fun to poke fun at it when you say it. I'm gonna save time. This is gonna be a gold split.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's not a gold split. It is a time save, but it's not a gold split.
Well, that's good.
It was 3 seconds slower than gold. I forget how long that last cutscene is.
Dang.
So now we're in the last level. So we've collected all the Redguard tokens. We'll know that we collected all of them if we have 25 at the start of the level. You'll see it pop up on the bottom of the screen. If it's 24, I'm going to be very, very embarrassed. Oh, because I finished upgrading dexterity, and that's a 4 token thing. Okay, so I should have 21, so we're good. Now you can actually skip this first fight. However, I am extremely slow at it, and Di, you're gonna like this. Yesterday, I was practicing this level. I did this fight.
Okay.
And then I screwed up the last skip into the spider a bunch of times, and it was only like, and I skipped it I messed it up like 4 times, and I was only 16 seconds slower than my goal split, meaning I am actually so slow at doing the first skip out of this level that it was faster for me to do the fight than to do the skip.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm really slow at it. It's an any % skip. It's actually done in Legacy as well. It's the same in both levels. But it is very precarious. You're crossing a very, very large gap with the Gauss cannon, and it's hard to do. It's just a hard skip to do. Even any percenters mess it up.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
This is easier, at least for me.
Yeah, because the thing with that skip is that all of the surfaces really that you're not solidly grounded on in the game are really, really slippery, and you have to hold shift to like not fall off stuff, and it is definitely difficult to do. Once you kind of get the muscle memory down for it, it's not so bad, but still, the gauze jump across the chasm gets people still like semi-frequently. It gets me for sure. I've lost many a PB to that, so
we're not supposed to be up here, by the way. This is not intended. We're supposed to do 3 extremely long fights, but you can skip right into the spider if I angle this properly. Oh, I bonked into the panel in front of me, or the rock in front of me.
Oof.
So that jump is very, very weird. You have to jump high enough. Oh, weird. I out of ammo. How did that happen? I'm so used to going straight to the end here. I forgot to stop and grab the ammo that's there. As what I was saying before is what was I saying before?
I don't know.
I don't remember what I was saying before.
Yeah.
I got so screwed up by missing that. Oh, I remember what it was. So you have to jump high enough to get over this little V of rocks here, but if you jump too high, you will bonk into the panel in front of you. This looks good. This looks good. This looks good. It's good.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
It's good.
go. And now we skipped 12 minutes of this level. There's 3 really long fights. And this is the final boss. So
yeah, there's so many death triggers around there too. It's like, it's actually insane.
Di, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just tried to dash.
No way.
I just tried to dash. Whoops.
Wow. What a Doom Eternal, Andy.
So dashing is something that's done in Doom Eternal, and I've never been able to shake. You know what? It's because it's also in Rage. It's also in Rage too.
True. It is.
I'm gonna go ahead and blame it on that. All right. Oh. Need to cycle your next phase, please. Ouch. I couldn't even get up on this pillar. I'm shocked. I'm not going to apologize for that, by the way. I didn't time that right. That's okay. That's not a big deal. Okay. Where's the other BFG? Oh, I picked it up. Nice.
Yeah.
All over. Thank you. Cool. All right, time's coming up in just a second.
Soon as
Have to wait for her to be all dramatic and like, oh no, I'm dying. And time. Look at that. We kept that under estimates. Let's go.
Poggies.
That was a 126.34 for load remove time, and my PB's a 125.11. So this was a surprisingly good run. Definitely not perfect. There were big mistakes in this run, just like there were big mistakes in my PB. But this one, this was not bad. This was not bad. All right, so we have done the whole thing, but we got to do our spot check just to be kosher, to make sure it's valid. Go to mission select. So you're going to be looking right here at the elite guards for each level. Got the one here, got all three here, all three here, all four here, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, 2, and 3. This is a legitimate, valid speedrun of Legacy Redguard. You're welcome, chat. You're welcome. Now, we did not hit our donation goal, unfortunately, but you're still going to be treated to a bonus speedrun that is all classic levels. This is really, really fun. So are we good for that, or do we need to do anything tech-wise? Good jump strat. You got it. We'll do that. So I'm actually going to make sure these are all... Make sure they're all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Cool. So in every level in Doom 2016, there is a classic level, one of the old OG Ultimate Doom 2 levels that that you can access, and it counts as a secret in the level. And if you trigger that secret, it unlocks in the main menu. And so I had the idea a long time ago, hey, let's do a speed run of that. So it's a very short speed run. My PB is 10 minutes, 55 seconds to do all 13 levels. And a lot of it is just running to the exit, but it's a lot of fun. So we're going to start with Hangar. Are we going to time this, or are we just going to kind of do it? Yeah, let's time it. Let's time it. Let's do that for fun. Let's time it. So the estimate for this is usually about 13 minutes, 13 to 14 minutes. PB's 10:55. We'll see how that pans out. I did one last week for the marathon that we did for the Modern Doom Speedrunning Discord, and that was a 12:04 RTA, which is pretty darn good if I do say so myself. So, alrighty. So time is going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So we start off with Hangar. This is E1, M1. I'm going to not do the way they do it in the original Doom. Unfortunately, we do not have access to SR40 or SR50 in this engine. This is Intech 6, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 6. Yeah,
it's 6. I forgot. And a lot of this is also fast menuing too. Like, you have to navigate the menu as fast as you can, because the timer runs on the menu. It doesn't run on load screens, but it does run on the menu, unfortunately. So we have to menu quickly to save time. And once I realized I could actually do keyboard menuing for the early levels in the run, I was able to get some free gold splits.
Nice.
So, if you are considering running Doom 2016, if you saw this run and you're like, I kind of want to speedrun this game, there's a lot of issues with picking this up as like a first speed game. Some categories are extremely technical and very difficult to learn. There's like a very high
skill ceiling.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say like a very high barrier to entry. To get started. Other categories require very deep, intimate knowledge of the game in order to adapt on the fly to things that go wrong. If you're thinking about picking this game up, this is a great first speed run. It's short. It's 15 minutes. If you're picking it up for the first time, you can learn it in probably half an hour. And it's also got like I said, it's got a very high skill ceiling. It's very easy to do. It's very tough to do fast. And so you can learn a lot about how to do this game. That guy glitched out. That was weird. But if you're thinking about picking this run up, this is a great first run. Currently, there's only 2 runs of the leaderboard, and mine's one of them. So feel free to jump into the Modern Doom Speedrunning Discord and ask about it. We'll get you started. It's this I really love this category. I think this is a really fun run, and I think it's underrated. And I've unfortunately optimized it so much. I've optimized my PB so much that doing PB attempts is horrible, and I hate it. I'm on command control. Just forgot what level I was on for a second. This is one you're going to have to learn, by the way, at some point. And there isn't any percent version of this. There's a couple spots in some of these levels where you can paperclip out and skip to the end, and that's the one Dai's gonna run because he doesn't like doing cookie stuff. But it hasn't been routed yet.
Correct.
It hasn't been routed yet, so Dai, you can break ground there.
Me.
You can take that pickaxe and hit the ground as much as you want.
That is what I do. It's definitely what I do.
If you are familiar with the OG Doom, like you'll say like, well, why didn't he jump through the window there? There's an invisible wall there. It's not an invisible wall in OG Doom, but double jump tends to break things a little bit, and so they had to add an invisible wall there. Or you could literally just jump right to the end room without being stopped. And a lot of this run really is just grab the key, go to the exit, which sounds like it'd be a boring speed run, but because there's so much not technical, but there's so much like knowledge you have to have about skipping certain enemies that you get very quickly just from playing it. You know, you run through a room and you go, okay, if I stick to the left side of this room as opposed to the right side, I can get through it, 3 seconds faster. You pick that stuff up pretty quickly. And that's one of the things I like about this run. It's a great beginner run for anybody trying to pick this up, because you'll learn very quickly how demons act, even if it's not in their kind of native environment. You understand how pinkies work by encountering 1 billion of them in this category.
Yeah, definitely. And, we also have tons of resources for any run that you want to do, really. Mostly for any percent, but it's also for 100% legacy runs. We're starting to get some resources for that. And really, if you just go into the Discord, the MDSR Discord, everyone's always willing to help.
I was a little too close to those barrels, and all right. So this is one of the only combat sections of the run. They give you a rocket launcher. You have to kill 2 barons. They only give you 5 rockets, so we have to be. And of course, he moved out of the way of one of them. You jerk. Did this run the other week for MDSR, and I ran out of ammo, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of screwed. What am I going to do? And luckily, that didn't happen here, so it was okay.
Nice.
That would have been bad. All right, so now we move on to Halls of the Damned. This is the first reset point of the run, or the first major reset point. So he's gonna chew on our head a little bit. That's okay, not a big deal. I'll point you out to the reset point. It's an entirely RNG segment. We're going to grab this Berserk because our movement speed increases while we have Berserk active. And so the 3 seconds that you take to grab, not even 3 seconds, 2 seconds you take to go out of your way to grab it, you more than make up for that with faster movement speed. This probably saves 15 seconds overall. So it is pretty much a requirement to grab it. And it gets you all the way to this door without stopping for the most part. Up, sir. Some shotgun RNG can also mess things up. So at the time, when I come out of this next room, I have to time things properly to kill a lost soul that will get in my way if I don't. Grab this yellow skull key. This is Red Warrior's favorite thing. Right, that works. So the lost soul will finish its scream no matter when it dies. It's just, of course, you're all in the way. Sure. And sometimes enemy RNG can pile up in this hallway. That's the downside to these really narrow hallways. So coming through here, we have to grab all 3 keys in this level. We're grabbing the second one here. And this is where the RNG can really screw things up. This is the reset point. These pinkies need to cooperate. And they need to be out of my way. And, oh, that's nice. They gave me a little bit of a boost to get out of the way, which is unfortunate, but they kept the door open and they moved out of the way for me. Those pinkies will frequently get stuck in that doorway and prevent you from getting out. And we've hit monster cap because there's supposed to be more pinkies in there, but they're not there. They're not there. And funnily enough, this is actually one of the levels in OG Doom that is that has an out of bounds that we don't have in this one. Whoops. Okay, there we go. That was a weird delay. So now we have to fight. Oh, hey, it's our friend the Cyber Demon. Oh, I got a little too close to him. That's okay. So his hitbox is a little bit weird in... Oh, don't stop moving. He keeps moving his animation. So you'll notice I'm only firing when I strafe right. If you fire when you strafe left, you'll actually hit his hitbox at a weird angle, and you won't do quite as much damage to him. But if you do it when you're strafing right, you'll hit his head hitbox in full. If you also time properly. I gotta focus for a second. Kill him, can I kill him, can I kill him? Sure, you should have been dead like a while ago.
Yeah.
What is... There we go. He does not normally take that. I think I just missed a lot of rockets because of how he was moving around. All right, so now we move on to Slow of Despair. This is the second shortest level in the run. This Lost Soul is going to ruin my day if I don't kill him. But the Pinky behind me, not a concern. Don't worry about him. He's not going. He's too dumb to turn. He just does straight ahead. You got to come here, grab this key. If I get lucky, I can squeeze by these guys. Cool. I'm gonna have the rocket launcher out. Climb up here. Take out all these Lost Souls at once. Hit the trigger, and Slow Despair is done.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
All right, we are now on Pandemonium. This level's okay. This level isn't like a big reset point or anything like that. There is a little bit of technical knowledge you have to save tiny, tiny bits of time here. But it's not too terrible. One of them is coming up right in a second. So you can't jump up this elevator as soon as you activate it. You have to wait just like a quarter of a second in order to get enough height to climb that. If you jump immediately, you'll miss that jump. You learn that pretty quickly. I try to avoid this Kako. Nice. This Pinky is determined. He is coming for me. He wants to munch my butt, but I'm not going to let him. And... all right. Now we're on the second major reset point of the run, and that is House of Pain. This is not Tyler Perry's House of Pain. This House of Pain is much worse. And that's
I don't know. It's kind of hard to get much worse than that.
The memes. Oh, he didn't die to the barrel. That's okay. If he dies to that barrel, he doesn't stagger you, and you save a little bit of time here. So we're gonna try to keep Monster Cap. I'm gonna actually avoid taking those barrels out. I do need to kill these Lost Souls. They'll die no matter what I do, so might as well make it easier on myself. And unfortunately, he killed that imp. That's funny. Unfortunately, these Pinkies are pretty problematic, as you can see, on straightaways. So, oh god, this is not good. Oh, are we gonna have to reset this level? No, we're not. We saved it. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
There's only 2 imps here, so we've hit Monster Cap, which is good, which means we're not going to find any more demons until we hit a reset point. I don't know why I hit the wrong button there. That was my fault. I'm just hitting a couple of these doors to open up only what I need, because if you open up too much, you'll cost yourself time, and B, you could actually bring in more enemies that you don't want to deal with. Now, this door is annoying because you have to go in at a 90-degree angle, or it won't let you in. It's really, really dumb. And that is House of Pain. That one is actually not that bad. Now we're on Entryway. This is the fastest level in the run. Faster than Hangar. Although I guess Hangar is actually really short too. So maybe Slow of Despair is like the 3rd longest level in the run. and that's Entryway. Now we're on the last level. This is Underhalls. So it used to be you'd have to go through that door, but you can actually just walk through here. I didn't know that right away, and then Meta was like, "Hey, you know you can just like walk through that door, right? Or that little opening." I was like, "No way!" And I started doing runs, and I was like 30 seconds behind coming into this level, and I was like, "It's still gonna PB." And people were like, "How do you? It's 30 seconds behind." I was like, "It's still gonna PB," and time.
There it is.
There it is. That is a classic level speed run. You paid for it. So you got it. I'm happy to do it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Legacy Redguard. I hope you enjoyed all classic level runs. If you would like to learn the speed run for this game, we have a Discord. There's some cool people in it. I'm kidding. Just a few. Everybody in that Discord is super nice. And if you have questions, we're more than happy to get you started. You can also follow me at twitch.tv/danejerus, DANEJERUS. You can follow my Mr. Couchman here at twitch.tv/Dylon57. You can see his name is written up there. Just punch that right into Twitch, and it'll take you right to God tier level Doom speed running from Mr. Dylon here. But thank you all so much for watching. Stick around for Ryan Ford's run coming up in just a minute. I'm certainly going to be sticking around for that. And enjoy the remainder of the marathon. Thank you all so much.
Thanks for having me.